Well, welcome back to the Cave of Science, and we're going to look at how to use a Logger Pro 3.15 to determine the speed of a wave, and we're also going to look at the amplitude of a wave. So, what we're going to do, probably in the room next door to us, we're going to we're going to make a video, and we're going to shoot a video of a wave going along the floor with a meter stick in the background. Now when you shoot this on your phone, you need to upload it to your Google Drive, and then from your Google Drive you need to import it, download it, however you want to think of it, into your school folder. Now each of you have your own school folder. It's in the Manila folder, and you're going to need to use a laptop on this. And so you're going to put it into your school folder. It's going to be your first initial, last name, your graduation, and .K12 and so forth. You've probably used this before for other classes, but we need to get our video into that folder. For whatever reason, Logger Pro will not recognize a video that's into your Google Drive. So I'm going to click out of this, and I'm going to load up Logger Pro 3.15, which is on your desktop on your laptop. So I'm going to load that up, and here's what it's going to look like. At this point, you need to go to Insert, Movie, and my video is going to be in my desktop, but you're going to have to find it into your school folder. And here it is right here. So I'm going to open it, and we're going to let it load. And at this point, let's see if we get it. There we go. And I'm just going to move it over. There we go. Alright, let's play it one time. It's going to move quick. The video's not going to be more than probably 2, 3 to 4 seconds. And that's as quick as it's going to go on there. And you can see it moves pretty quickly. Alright, so let's get this back to the beginning. And we're going to want to set up the Logger Pro. Okay, you're going to notice down on the bottom right hand corner we got 3 dots and an arrow. Go ahead and click on those. So we'll move over to the right hand side, and we want to set up our axis. And our axis is the third one from the top, or set origin. So we're going to click on there, and we're going to put this in here. We'll probably drag it down a little bit. So we want it to go in this direction here. Again, this is our quadrants. Here's our x-axis. This is our y-axis. The next thing we want to do is set our scale. So our scale is going to be 1, 2, the 4th one down, and we got the meter stick in the background, and so click on the left side and drag it all the way over to the right. So it should be 1 units meter, and that looks pretty good. And at this point we're almost done. Really don't have a whole lot more to do. Now we're going to want to advance this so we can start seeing the disturbance in the wave. And as you can see, as I'm clicking, the scrubber is also moving. Now this could be the difficult part of this whole assignment, is just getting, let's see, we might want to go back, and let's go forward. Now what you're going to have to do when you do this, you need to pick a consistent point. Now this gets pretty blurry because it's moving awful fast. So I'm just going to pick a point up here, and so go to the second one from the top, add point. And I guess I'm going to go right there. And what you want to do is be consistent wherever you pick that point. So I'm not going to have a whole lot of points here. It looks like I'm only going to have 3. And as you can see, as you pick up the points, you're going to start generating some data. So you're going to have time, you're going to have distance on the x, and you got distance on the y, which is fine. You got x velocity, and you got y velocity. So the x velocity is it's moving left to right. Y velocity is as it's moving up and down. Alright, so it looks like we got our data there. At this point, let's go to File, and we want to export as a CSV. Now you'll probably, I don't know if you guys will be able to on your laptops to export it to your desktop, so you might have to go to your school file again. So I'm going to call this test, and I got a CSV file, and I guess I'm going to save it in my desktop, so I'm going to hit save. Alright, here we're done with this. So what you're going to want to do at this point is to open up your Google Drive, and I'm just going to get out of this. I don't want this. No. You're going to open up your Google Drive, and you're going to, when you got your Google Drive open up, and I think I'll drag this over to the frame. Let's see if I can get it to come over. There we go. You're going to want to go to New, and you want to go to File Upload. In the File Upload, you need to go to your school folder. Mine's in the desktop. And let's see if I can find it. Ah, there it is, Test. So I can open that up. And got my test down here, so I can open it up. And let's convert it to a Google form. Looks like I could already put it in a Google form, so we're pretty good here. Now we can go ahead and work on this. So we got video analysis time S. Let's just call this just time. In B, we got X. So we can just call that X meters. In C, we got Y. We can get rid of video analysis. Just delete that. In D, we got video analysis X velocity, which we're going to need. And let's see what we got. In E here, we got Y velocity. And we can delete that. And I think that looks pretty good. So we got the time in seconds. We got distance on the X. We got the distance on the Y. We got our X velocity and our Y velocity. So we're going to want to do a couple graphs here. So the first one we want to do, we just want to take our time and we want to compare it or put it against our velocity here. So we got time, and let's see, I'm just going to drag, I'm just going to copy it. Copy, paste, and I can paste it there. Okay, it looks pretty good, and I want to do it with velocity. So we can copy, and we can paste. Looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and graph that. So we can go to graph, and let's go to smooth, and let's go to a smooth line on here, and that looks pretty good. So you can see our graph here over time here, our velocity stayed pretty consistent, not much of a change in there. So there's one graph that we're going to have. So we can put that one up to the, oops, if I can click in it, put that one up to the side. So that one will want to report. Let's do another one. Let's take time and we'll take our X distance. So we can again copy and we can paste it. Let's take our X distance. Probably should have done that one first, but it really doesn't matter. Copy and we'll paste. And let's see what we get on this one. Let's go to another line graph. And there we go. Let's go to line. And that one looks pretty good too. And again, you can see as time increases, our distance in meters increases. So that one's not bad either. The last one we want to do, we're going to do is time and Y velocity. So we can copy again, copy, we can paste, and we want our Y velocity. We can copy, and paste it. Get up there and paste it. Come on. Okay, we got that. Let's highlight it, chart it, and we want a line graph. Boom. And as you can see, as time increases, the Y velocity also increases on here. Alright, so there's the 3 graphs we want. Again, pretty simple. I got this whole thing done within 10 minutes. And you can probably just on this assignment just put in your submit your Google sheet here. Alright, so that's it on this. And got questions as usual, you can go ahead and ask in class.